So get yourself in a really comfortable position. Gently close your eyes and start taking deep breaths in and out, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, as deep as you can go, and releasing. When we're setting the intention to use the breath as a tool to release, relax, and let go. In your own time, taking those deep breaths in and out until your breath starts to settle to an even, rhythmic, effortless, natural pattern of breath, and you set the breath free. Okay, so we're going to start with going to the family matrix. So in other words, the birth family in that you were born into. And we want to detach from that in a really healthy way, energetically, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, so that it's healthy for everybody involved. And you're not feeling like you're taking on board others' stuff that is getting projected onto you. We also want to heal in that relationship as well. So healing anywhere that there might have felt a bit of an imbalance. You didn't feel quite empowered enough. We want to set the healing on all levels again, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, in that relationship too. Past or present. I'm going to connect that into the heart space. As always, for healing, the self-love, the self-care that's needed to take you forward, the self-care and self-love that's needed to recognize when others' intentions for you are not in alignment with what you feel to be true for you. And that takes self-love and self-care to notice that, to be aware of that, and then to act upon it, and to act upon it with gentleness, with kindness, with compassion. And that's where we come to the heart space. So we're going to ask the subconscious, the body mind, just to go back throughout your life where the conditioning started, the conditioning to conform, the conditioning to behave a certain way, the conditioning that families in particular, culture, societies also. But we're focusing on families today, particularly the conditioning that families can imbue into us, whether it's consciously, subconsciously, it doesn't matter. And we absorb it as the little sponges we are as children. So we're going to ask your subconscious to go back throughout your life. So anywhere your subconscious, your body mind has been programmed to do as asked by your family, and those expectations have arisen. And then as a child, where you put on the masks in order to please others, we want to be able to release the masks that were formed in order to please others, but keep the ones that serve us, but release the ones that don't serve us. So we're asking the subconscious, the body mind, just to scan back through your life to anywhere that those masks were formed and release them. Connecting into the heart space for the self-love that's needed to do that. The compassion that we still want to share with those we love. So give that a tap on your head, on your heart and your tummy, taking those deep breaths in and out as you do so. And as always, tapping as long or as little as you want to. There's no right or wrong with this. Okay, so we're going to come now into the consciousness of guilt. The lowest vibrational emotion. When we scientifically measure the emotional vibrations, guilt and shame come in as the lowest vibrational emotions. And of course, we've got peace, love, and joy as the highest vibrational emotions. The intention is always to spend as much time in peace, love, and joy as we can. So sometimes when we have these deep, entrenched ways of being that particularly happen with our families, guilt can play a part in that, whether the guilt is being projected on us or whether the guilt is being personally imposed. There is never, ever, ever any reason to feel guilty about anything at all. We are born pure. We are born divine. There is never, ever, ever any reason for us to feel anything other than that. Connecting back into the heart space to remember that, to have that remembrance of the love to feel for yourself and of course the family members. And we're going to connect that into back into a previous time in your life. In particular, we're going to go to 10 to 12 years old, and just anything that was forming particularly around those years. The fourth house, and that can be a house where we consolidate masks, where we maternal love, home comfort can be a really important part of that time of life. So just asking the subconscious and body mind just to go back to that time of life and just rewire, reprogram anything that feels it needs to be done. And then we're going to connect that into the consciousness of judgment of others. Being able to detach yourself from the judgment of others. This includes judgment of self, one and the same thing. So it's kind of like we want to create an energetic shield of armor that surrounds us, that protects us from others' judgments, expectations, belief systems. So it means you're able to stay in your own lane much easier without others' opinions, beliefs, words knocking you out of your lane, throwing you off course, if you like. So it's being able to feel more detached in a really healthy way from that. Being more focused, more connected to your intuition, to your higher guidance that will guide you on the path for you, and releasing all guilt that might arise about you making choices that you know deep down in your heart of hearts are the right choices for you in this lifetime. Let's give that a tap, tapping the head, the heart, the tummy, taking those deep breaths in and out. Setting the intention to release and let go. Staying with that heart center, and part of that heart center is to never blame. We never blame anybody. Everybody's just doing their best based on their own subconscious conditioning and programming and autopilot. And so we don't blame anybody. Instead, we focus on ourselves. We focus on caring about how we think and how we feel and making that the priority. Choosing to think more uplifting thoughts, choosing to feel more uplifting emotions, taking back that power, knowing that you have that choice. Nobody else can make that choice for you. So really coming into that ownership of your personal power when it comes to allowing others to influence how you think or how you feel. So we're going to come to the solar plexus for that, to come back into that sense of personal power, self-confidence, self-esteem, caring enough about how you feel to do that. And most importantly, trusting in yourself, trusting in your guidance to take you on upward spirals, which is the direction you want to be going in. 24/7, 365. And attaching less importance to the opinions of others. Start taking some deep breaths in and out as you tap your head, your heart, your tummy. Releasing on the out breath. We're going to bring that all together as we ask your subconscious, ask your body mind, all energy systems, all levels of being, all levels of consciousness, across all time, space, realities, to release anything emotionally, vibrationally, energetically that's not in alignment with your highest good. Just allowing that pure positive energy. That's who you really are, your soul nature. Your soul essence, just allowing yourself to connect deeper into that part of you. And whenever you're ready, you can go into a deeper meditation or come back to the room.